Joining me today, I'm very pleased to welcome Bradley Rourke, CEO of Scottie Resources. Bradley, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Nice to see you.
It's great to have you, Bradley. Here in London, it's been a wonderful conference so far. And so for those who are unfamiliar with Scottie Resources, could you give us a little bit of background on the company and what you are up to?
Sure. So we are a junior exploration company that has just turned a corner into a development company just in 2025. So this has been running me for about 10 years. I didn't start this company. I took it over. I was an investor in it and was just unhappy with some of the personalities and took this over in 2016. I had a view on the commodity, the gold commodity, and you can never get the timing right. And within that 10 years, we've done a whole host of things. Started with 400 hectares. Now we have one of the larger land packages in the Golden Triangle in Northwest BC, about 58,500 hectares, 7 past producing mines in total, even though all our work is still on that original 400 or 500 hectares that we've taken over. And just in 2025 at the beginning, we decided to actually go into a development stage. I think a lot of investors or the community, the market, just seen us as a little satellite deposit, perhaps. So there's SCOT, there's a mill beside us. And we had a view that it was going to have a lot of challenges, and it is having those challenges. And because we are one of the closest gold deposits on the planet Earth, as close as we are to a deep water shipping facility, that's where the Bruce Jack concentrates, Red Chris, and where Skeena's concentrates are going to go. We're only 40 kilometers from that. So when we started exploring the possibilities of what that meant, that being so close to the shipping lane to China, because as we know in the industry, China has built too many smelters. And right now the handling charges are negative. They're actually paying you to get ore in there. So when we started exploring that, things rapidly changed. We had multiple metals traders showing interest in us. And so we just, we ended up landing with a company called Ocean Partners. Mm-hmm. And so they are now our largest shareholder. Brent Olman, the president CEO, has joined our board. And, that was kind of the catalyst to kind of go where we are. So we've had a little bit of appreciation in the stock price lately. But turning from that exploration to development has really kind of changed things for us. So yeah, we're hair straight back right now, we believe we'll be in full production in 2028. One of the great things also in 2025, we just hired a gentleman named Sean Massey. He's our COO, and he's here with me at the conference today. But his last job was the general manager of the Bruce Jack mine, right? And he was all the way through Pritium, Newcrest, and Newmont. Mm-hmm. Before that, he built the New Afton mine. He was part of the build out of that, and then he was part of the Cames, Arico deal. So he's done permitting, he's done mine building, and he's operated mines. So really pleased as we turn this corner into development to have Sean join us. And the reason why would he come to such a small little company is he sees the possibilities and the optionality we have of this perhaps becoming something quite much bigger than we are today. So pretty happy with that. And maybe I've talked too long on that one question.
No, but fascinating. And so, but just to clarify, so is this primarily a copper deposit then, or is it a gold deposit?
It's purely gold.
It is purely gold.
It is gold, although we have a news release out tomorrow. So by the time this gets out, the news is out, is we actually just did a bulk sample, and we actually got a bunch of silver out of that, which we weren't anticipating. But I would just see this as strictly a gold project. Mm-hmm. We do have silver, but we're not developing that silver at the moment. But just kind of focusing on these 2 main deposits and from there, but pure gold.
Okay, yeah, a very rich area in the BC's Golden Triangle for gold. Okay, excellent. So how do you see things playing out then? What's the trajectory ahead of us?
Well, there's a lot of optionality, and if you go look at our deck, and too hard to explain here on just a quick little interview, but we've got a set buyer for the Ocean Partners. We've got a schedule. We believe our permitting is all in place. So by 2028, Plan A is to send ore to, and when I say ore, or send a product, whether I'm allowed to say, you're not allowed to say ore unless it's indicated, of which we're not quite there yet, but that's what we're working towards. So plan A is to send it to Taiwan, where Ocean Partners has a blending facility. But there's also optionality that if the Premier mine does get going, and we've showed the case study of what it looks like doing a toll milling agreement with the Premier mill, and there's likelihood that that will happen. I mean, the Fiore Group, Frank Giustra, is just as we speak right now, they're going to inflate that company and try and bring it back to life. And if anyone can raise the money for it, it's Frank. So we really in their corner, rah, rah, rah. Because if you take this rather than shipping it to China and then just stop at the Premier mill, which we drive right by on the way to the port anyways, it adds about just under $200 million to my NPV. And that's not optimized. So if I knew that it was going through Premier, there's a lot lower grade, or what we call low grade. It's still 5 gram stuff. Those numbers could work out. So I think, there's a lot of optionality, but the fact that we have a set buyer and, we did a bulk sample, and that news release will come out before this video goes out. And just look at those numbers on the bulk sample. We got a 10,000 ton permit in July. And the ore was sitting in the dock in September. And we used a road contractor to do it. But essentially, it's just a gravel quarry. Our contract with Ocean Partners is a 3-inch minus. So you're just running a 3-inch gravel, send it over to Taiwan, and they'll ball mill it there. And then the magic of that business is then they blend it with inferior ores, or this one has too much sulfur, this one's not. And so they really make it's a fantastic business model. And make a custom product for the 130 smelters they're in China right now, and they also deal with Sumitomo in Japan. But it's the most fantastic business model I've ever seen. It makes the royalty companies look like paupers.
I mean, a deep water port so close to you is fascinating in and of itself.
Yeah.
So, in just a couple of sentences, what is your message for investors?
Well, we're all here to try and make money, or I'm here to try and add value. And today, there's a market cap of $100 million. 2028 is not far away. I have enough cash to go through 2026. Well over $35 million sitting in the treasury right now. As soon as I get indicated, we can start. We already started the feasibility study. I just need those drill holes, which I haven't got the information for it to populate the model. We're bankable. So not a lot of equity left for this company. Market cap is extremely low, I think, and you can see if you look on our deck on the NPV. So there's a lot of value here, and we can continue to find ounces. I mean, we've done all this, as the numbers they stand today, it's only 55,000 meters drilling only. So we're pretty proud of that. Oh, and I'm sorry, and our president, who is the vice president of exploration, we just won the biggest exploration award in British Columbia, Yukon, the Spud Heisis Award. And so, that's not a popularity contest. That's voted on by geological peers. And for a small little company like us to win that award is very exciting. We just learned about it 10 days ago. And so that's quite nice. And last year SCOT won it at Snowline, and before that was Fireweed. And so for us to win that award, I think, I'm pretty proud of Thomas, and it should be good for the company as well.
Indeed. Congratulations. That's great to hear. Bradley Rourke, CEO of Scottie Resources, thank you for joining us.